meter support. After 1 month teaching, the team would like to know which group performed better in writing. So, for this study, for this particular, the question, research question in the teacher's mind, which statistical test should we use? What do you think? Which one? So why do we need to learn statistics? Actually, because you need it to solve real research problems. Okay? So I give you, so do you not answer? Without looking at my slide? Okay, so which one should we use? Independent samples t-test. Because after 1 month, right? There are 2 groups, right? Okay, so we compare, the traditional teaching with media support, right? So it's independent samples t-test. So the research question, is there any difference in the student writing performance in English between traditional teaching and teaching with media support? I think it will take us a while to get SPSS to work with you. Because I think the SPSS version in my desktop is slightly different from what is installed here. They only have SPSS 21 or 25, okay? But it doesn't matter again. Did you see this icon? I think the color has been changed. Here, this one, this icon, see that? See this icon? Yeah, this one, see that? If you see that, you click on it. Okay, just click on it. You see, and you will see SPSS 25. You only have one choice, so click on this one. Select SPSS 25 on workspace. See that? Okay, and then you see, click on it. I think actually because already installed, but I think you have to click on yes, and then you can get it installed. So all you need to do is click on this small icon, this one. Remember this. This one. This green can with a star, with some flash. The green can, okay? Here, okay? Click on it. You choose SPSS Workspace 25. Okay, did you see that? Open it. 25. Workspace 25. SPSS. Go down. Scroll down. The range alphabetically is 4. SPSS. Scroll down. Yes. So scroll down to find the SPSS. Okay, so some of you are already over here. So make sure you see this. Did you see all see this? Yes. Okay, then you click on SPS 25 and click on open all the time. Open all the time. Open all the time. Right? Oh, good. So you already opened that. Okay. So have you clicked on SPS25 and open it? Yes? Okay. The trick is, then you go back to the shared folder. Here, the shared folder. And you click on this data file, data workshop. If you click on data workshop, you see that? Data workshop. And then you will see this file. Do you see this file? Okay. You go back to the shared folder and click on the data for workshop. And then you can open this file. So how many of you have opened your file? Raise your hand. Only one? But I saw someone else over there. 2, 3, okay? Okay. There's also maybe, can you swap? Okay, did you open, did you first click on the first see, did you open the SPSS?
我點做法係佢就答嗰個係開句話分
Which one to click on? Did you open it? Yeah, why not? In this case, let me see. Can you just try to copy the file? Okay, now students, there's another solution if it doesn't work. So I'll tell you what. Now first you have to make sure this is all. If you cannot open your file from here, I suggest you copy and paste on the PC, and then you paste on document. Okay? Anyway, so you copy and paste again. So I'll show you again where you get it. You copy, okay? And go to the PC, click on documents, and then you paste here. Paste here, okay? And then you click here directly, you should be able to open it. Try it. Try to copy in a different folder, it will work.
Anyone needs help? Everybody.
I can't open mine. But anyway, make sure you have open. So you have open. So all of you have open, right? Yeah. And also
Must copy to the desktop first, yeah. Then yes.
Okay, good. So how many of you are on this page? Raise your hand. For those who cannot, for some unfortunate reason, please go and share. move your chair with, with other, to other students who have a good SPSS. Okay, all right. Okay, so now, so for our first research question, this one. So we're going to perform our independent samples t-test, right? So I'm going to explain to you what it means. So this is ID, student ID, right? It's simply give a number to each student. So you can see that everything in SPSS is recorded with a number, right? A value, right? Okay. SE, what does this mean? Yes, the SE marks at the end of the training, right? SE marks, okay? So the SE marks is independent or dependent variables? Independent variable. Are you sure? Independent or dependent? Dependent variable is something we're going to measure. So actually we're going to see how two groups of students can perform differently, right? So actually this is the independent or dependent? Dependent variable, that's right. So which one is independent variable? Teaching method, right? Either traditional teaching or teaching with media, right? Okay, so actually this is okay. So you can also take a look at the variable view. This is automatically data view, see that? The variable view, you click on variable view, you can see this. Teaching method. Now what does it mean? So 0 means traditional teaching, 1 means media support. Okay? All right? All right. We'll go back. So you can see that those marks with 0 means traditional teaching, and 1 means media support, right? Okay, that's 1. So you can see from SPSS, it's different from Excel. So all the data should be arranged here. And how to differentiate students? You have to give a different number. Maybe group 1 or group 2 or group 3, as you wish. Okay, depends how many groups are there. Here we only have 2 groups. So one is marked as 0, the other is labeled as 1. Okay. So now you go to Analyze. Follow me. Analyze. Click on Analyze. Okay. So click on Analyze. Okay. Follow me. Okay. Then you get lost. Okay. Now we choose Compare Means. See that? Compare Means. And now which test should we use? Yes. Independent samples t-test, okay? So don't get lost. You get lost, you just raise your hand, okay? Eugene will go and help you, okay? Right? Okay, now independent samples t-test, okay? Click on independent samples t-test. So are you on this page? Did you see this little window? Okay. Now test variable. So what is test variable? Independent or dependent? Variable that to be tested, that to be measured, should be dependent variable. So which variable? Student ID, SE mark? SE mark, that's, yes, so SE mark, okay? So SE mark is the dependent variable. We'll put in a test variable, okay? And now you have put something in a grouping variable. So grouping variable means what? Independent variable. So which one's grouping? Teaching method, right? Either group 0 or group 1, right? So you input, teaching method to grouping variable, and then you have to define groups, okay? So group 1, remember, which value? 0 or 1? 0, that's right. That's traditional teaching. Group 2? 1, that's right. So are you on this page? Yes? Okay. Then you click on which one should you continue? Continue. Then you click on continue, okay? Always click on continue, okay, when you finish. Then you have defined your groups. You can see 0 and 1 appears here, okay? So are you on this page? Okay. And let me see. Okay, we just ignore options, okay? And then you click, which button should you click? Okay. You see? Some miracle happens. Did you see this? No? Then you have to. Did you click on OK? If you click on OK, you will see this. There's something wrong, okay? Did you click on OK? All right, now I'll repeat again. Okay, I repeat again. Don't worry, okay? It's okay. Don't be panic, okay? So first we go to Analyze. Compare means. Okay, follow me. Okay, follow me step by step. Don't get lost. Okay, and then we choose independent samples t-test. Reset everything. Okay, so we input the SE mark as dependent variable. Okay, and then you put teaching method to the grouping variable. Okay, and then you're going to define the group. Group 1. Label it 0. Did you do that? And group 2, label it to be 1. And afterwards you continue. All right? Are you on this page? Did you see like teaching method here, grouping variable? Did you see after teaching variable, you see teaching method, you see 0 and 1, yes? Check it. Yes? Okay? And then you click on OK. Is that okay? Did you get this page? Is there anyone who couldn't get this page? You get it, right? Did you get it? Where is it? You get this page? You get this page? Good. You can check around. Okay, good. Thank you. Now you raise your hand, okay? Okay, go. You get the page, right? Yeah, okay, good. Now, let's try to see the result. So you can see that. First, maybe let's look at the group statistics. Can you give me another name for group statistics, which we have just learned? What is it called? We learned two types of statistics today. One is called, the first one is what? Descriptive statistics, right? So usually you start from examining the descriptive statistics, right? So as you can see that, you know that for the, N means what? Number of participants, total participants. For traditional teaching, there are 23 students, right? For the media support group, 22 students, and you know the mean. Which mean is bigger? Media support, 67, is much higher than 59, right? Okay? The difference is 8. Is that 8? 8, right? Okay. Now standard deviation. Which standard deviation is small? Which standard big? Okay, media support is smaller, and this is bigger. Do you remember? The small standard deviation actually means it is quite effective, right? Okay, it's equally effective, more or less equally effective for all the group students, right? Okay. All right. Now you have to look at the independent samples t-test here in this table, the second table. So second table contains information for what? What type of statistics? Descriptive or inferential? Inferential statistics, that's right. Now, the trick here is, remember last time when I showed you Excel, it's much clearer, right? I mean, you don't need to worry whether the variance is different or equal, because even, you can choose a t-test whether you're assuming, equality of variance or unequality variance. Actually, the result doesn't change a lot. Okay, in SPSS, it will show you two types of results. Situation 1, the equal variance assumed. Situation 2, equal variance not assumed. Do you remember variance? Variance, actually, I mentioned last week, is what? Square of what? Standard deviation. Square of standard deviation, okay? But actually, when you look at results, even when you assume equal variance assumed or equal variance not assumed, did you see a big difference, like t? Some minor difference, right? Some minor, really minor, right? And look at this p-value here, significance. It's very significant, right? So in reality, it's not that important, okay? Even but SPS force you to make a decision. Now, so in this case, you have to look at this 11th p, okay? So you can say 11th p. Now here, 11th p is a test of equality of variance. You look at the p-value here. 11th p-value here is 0.76. Remember, the p-value means the probability to accept the null hypothesis. Null hypothesis means what? There's no difference. So here, p-value is 0.7. So that means that we should accept or reject null hypothesis. Null hypothesis means there's no difference. There's no difference, but here it's very high. So So actually that means there is equal variance. There's no difference. That means there's equal variance. Is that right? All right. So in this case, we should follow the top row. So equal variance assumed. Do you understand the rationale behind it? Yes? So actually, well, it doesn't matter if you think it's too complicated. You see, whether you choose equal variance assumed or equal variance not assumed, you see, there's no big difference. Particularly when it comes to examination of the significance, right? Because the t is more minor difference, right? But actually, we should choose a top row. Now, okay, let's go back to the PowerPoint. Maybe you will be clear. Now here, the 11th P test. Now, if 11th P is, just remember, if 11th P is bigger than 0.05, then there's equality of variance. Right? Remember, when the P is bigger than 0.5, that means we should accept the null hypothesis. There's no difference. Is that right? No difference means there's equality of variance. Is okay? It's the same. No difference means equality of variance. Is okay? It means the same, right? Okay. So we use the top row of values of t. If 11p is smaller, then there's no equality, not equality of variance. So we should use the bottom row. But even it doesn't matter because you know the t value is really, the difference is really minor, right? And it won't affect significance. So okay? Now understand? Okay. Okay. So in this case, the t-test result, you report the t for the top value when variance are assumed. Okay, when there's equality variance. Okay, so you report the t because minus. Do you remember why? Why is minus? Because value a is small. The first value is smaller than second value. That's why. No, the t is minus, right? Okay, but it doesn't matter because usually you have to use the absolute value of t. Okay, it doesn't matter even the minus, doesn't matter because remember the traditional teaching is 59, and second variable is the medial support is 60 something, right? It's bigger. The second variable is bigger, and then usually the t is minor, is negative. Okay, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Then you report the degree of freedom. Just just copy down the degree of freedom, and you also you indicate the p-value smaller than 0.01. So you can report there was a significant difference in mean between media teaching and traditional teaching method. T equals blah blah blah, p blah blah blah. In other words, the media teaching leads to higher writing performance than traditional teaching. It's okay? All right. Now let's take a break. Okay, 10-minute break and then we'll be back, okay? All right? All right.